My mom let 14-year-old me fly alone to a foreign country to meet my RuneScape girlfriend. I, 26M, was actively playing a game called RuneScape back in the glory days of 2007. At the time, I was only 9 years old. For those who don't know what that is, it's an old online multiplayer role-playing game and was incredibly popular at the time. This was really my first introduction to the internet, so as you could imagine, I had no idea of what possible dangers lurked around, and my mom kinda had an alcohol problem, so the more I was preoccupied and not bugging the hell out of her, the better. Least to say, I was absolutely hooked on this game. After school, I'd rush home just to hop on the computer to play this game, and during summer, I'd be playing for damn near 24 hours on end. Meeting/communicating with other players was a large portion of the game, and was very quickly I began to notice people befriending each other and even dating in the game, and as a young impressionable man, I essentially followed suit and began making friends and whatnot. I eventually came across this girl. She was from Canada, I'm from the US by the way, and before you knew it, we were logging in day and night solely to hang out with each other in the game, and this went on for quite a while, leading to talk every day on Facebook or MySpace, and even sent IRL letters to the mail back and forth to each other. As the years passed, we grew closer and called each other boyfriend and girlfriend, and I guess made it official, despite the distance at hand. Now I guess this is what things got interesting. At this point, it's 2012, and her and I are around 14-15 years old, and up to this point, I had never actually seen a real photo of her, or had even heard her voice. It was all just text, but obviously I was so head over heels for this person, and being 14, there wasn't a single red flag in my mind, lol. I proposed the idea of flying up to see her, and somehow we decided that over winter break of that year, I'd try to fly and visit her. I ended up not telling my mom any of this, nor did she even know that I had a girlfriend at the time. I had a passport luckily, but didn't have cash, so I did neighborhood works over this entire summer, mowing lawns, helping with renovations, washing cars, and name it, and I saved enough for an airplane ticket. Eventually, winter break came around, and one night I came into my mom's room, as she was well. Drunk, broke the news of my grand idea to go fly 2,500 miles alone to visit this girl I met when I was 9 years old on a video game. To my 14-year-old surprise, she said no. Even while she was drunk too, I thought my plan was foolproof. You may be wondering why she didn't offer to go with me, and to be honest, I think I strongly opposed that idea. I was either all in, either alone or nothing. However, I was absolutely pleaded with her. I begged for weeks on end, and she eventually said, if your girlfriend parents call me and say you can stay, you can go visit. And it worked. My RuneScape GF's parents actually talked to my mom and said I can go visit. Woohoo, right? So there I was, 14 years old, had to get some docs signed to travel alone, and I was shipped off from California to British Columbia, Canada to meet this girl. I had gotten to the airport, failed to realize that the lack of service from not having international data, and finessed my way through the Vancouver's airport and found our predetermined meeting place within the airport, and then the moment came. I was met with a 6'3" man who said, "Are you Cameron?" First off, I almost shit my pants. My body went cold and I was baffled to the thought of my video game's love story reality collapsing right before my eyes. I shakingly said yes, followed by a nervous gulp, and to his reply he said, "Nice to meet you, I'm her dad, she's over here." And there she was. She walked through the airport doors, her hair was blowing in the wind, the airport crowds had parted like the Red Sea, and it was like a movie, you know? At least for memory, haha. Anyways, after that, we spent every summer of our high school years in Canada together. We went to our prom, graduation, all of that stuff, and eventually broke up after 5-ish years of dating. Her family was awesome, and it was one of the best experiences of my life.